Hello guys, how are you doing?
Good. How are you? How are you?
I'm
Hello,
really
everyone.
well, thank you. Hello Groovy, can you hear us okay?
Hello, my friends. How are you guys doing today?
Very, very
Good.
well. So, I think this is our third episode now. I think this one's going to be a bit of a quicker episode today because we've been doing lots of things in the office today, and I know that everyone's had a very, very long day's work. So, what what I was thinking, guys, we could just jump in, have a look at some of the charts, see what's going on, have a little bit more focus on some TA today. I don't know how you guys feel about that. What do you think?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah, we can certainly do that. Are your lights on there, Jay?
Am I in the dark?
Yeah, I think you are,
Ooh,
man. You
dear.
need to
Well,
turn on the.
I've had a bit of an issue here because I'm in the office still, and half the
Ooh,
power
okay, okay.
half the power has gone out in half the building today.
Wow.
So
Ooh,
so you might have to deal with me being a bit dark because
yeah,
there's not a lot
that's
I
not a
can do.
problem.
Hopefully, it should be fixed soon. But we will flip over to a chart and see what we've got going on.
Exactly.
In
So, yeah, I'm gonna start by showing a little bit of TA from BTC on my chart here, and I made an update today for BTC, and I talked about some things, and we had some changes on the price action since then. So yeah, let's start by drawing some levels here on this chart to get it going. The first thing is I'm gonna make a more local view on this daily chart. This is daily BTC, and as I talked earlier today, and we were talking about it on Discord as well, we have on this daily cluster here the sideways movement that we are having for BTC. We have this area right here. We can draw a box of a range of support in the 34-35k level. So this area right here, take this space right here. So as you guys can see, this is a major area of significance for BTC, and we had touches on this area right here. We had touches in this space right here as well. So this is major support. It was major support, right? And then we had touches over here as well. So this is a very significant area. And in the past couple of days, we, as we talked about on our previous live shows as well, we just dumped straight through this support area that I drew here. And I talked about it earlier as well, that it was a possibility of us actually coming back to this area and retesting this as resistance. And that is exactly what happened. Actually, today we, as expected, went from this point right here and went all the way up to the 35k level once again and retested it. And so far, we have bounced off of this level. Let me just get my arrow here. We bounced off of this level, and there was a lot of selling pressure in this area right here, and we came back down. We're gonna have a daily close really soon, so I expect this to be the close for today. And yeah, things were working as expected. Uh, as I said, I'm bearish on BTC so far until further notice. And I think we have to break at least this 35k level again if you want to see a start of a recovery for BTC. So basically, a move like this, and then coming back here, and then coming back to the upside. In the case that we don't make this move and we come back into the for the downside move, I actually think that we can come back to this level right here, which is another very, very major support line for BTC, which is the 30k, 29k level. I'm gonna make this red so you guys can see. And there was a lot of demand in this area in the past. And so you guys see we have this area of resistance, of support, and wicks all the way in this area here. Sorry. This area and here as well yesterday. So yeah, 30K major support, upper range 35K. What do you guys think?
Yeah, no, I think you summed that up there nicely. And I have to say, at the moment, I'm in indecision mode, so I'm not doing anything for the moment until there is a little bit of confirmation on
Exactly.
where
Yeah.
we're going.
Yeah. Right now we are kind of in between these two ranges, right? This is as scary as it gets for traders or for anyone who's trying to trade.
Yeah, I think you're playing a little bit with luck within these two areas. You know, you can definitely get lucky and make a few bucks, but the likelihood of it spinning around on you and bouncing up and down is quite strong within this,
Exactly.
this area. So yeah, I think you've summed that up very well. Have we got anything on Ethereum? What's Ethereum?
Yes, we have. So Ethereum actually, if we take a look at this chart here, we had we have a little more structure on Ethereum. So we have a lot of more clear areas that the price has respected. The first one would be the 2K level, right? So the 2K level, the 2000 level, as you guys can see, we had a lot of areas that we have been touched in the past. So basically here, the first one, and then we had another touches right here, and then here as well. So this is very major level, and similarly to BTC as well, we have broken this level in the past 2 days, came back and retested it as resistance as well. So ETH likes to follow BTC, right? And if BTC is breaking major support, then often we're gonna see Ethereum actually do the same. Uh, but yeah, levels for support, if we want to see support for Ethereum, would be probably this range down here. So major support as well, 1500s. Obviously, that's a big drop from here, and we are seeing some demand in this middle range because of the wicks, both here and here as well. So this is probably another area of kind of a mid-range support, as you guys can see from this area as well. Oh, sorry, my arrows got kind of crazy there here. So yeah, this is kind of the range for Ethereum, upper range, 2K, 2000, kind of middle range support, 1700, and do or die, less support, 1500s. So yeah, that's basically the what we have on Ethereum right now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm feeling the same way about a lot of alts right now. But I'm seeing some interesting things also on like BNB. And if you want, I'll show my chart for BNB really quick.
Sure, go on.
Because I was seeing this double bottom structure along with basically us breaching that 200 daily EMA ribbon. So let me just get so this teal ribbon right here is the 200 daily EMA ribbon, and we broke through it today on a few of these candles. We saw some rejection on this 4-hour candle about 8 hours ago, we didn't breach through it, but on this candle we were able to breach through it. So it's looking pretty nice right now. If we can stay up, if we could print the body of the candle above that 200 daily EMA ribbon and then breach through, what's nice about this is that it's not only a double bottom, considering this bottom here from May 23rd to this bottom right here on June 22nd, we're seeing a double bottom price structure forming, but on that same bounce of that second bounce, we're seeing it break through the 200 daily EMA, which is also showing confluence with that ribbon on the 4-hour Ichimoku cloud. So if we could print the body of the candle up above this ribbon right here, that would look pretty nice. It's kind of seeing something similar to what Ethereum is seeing, where it's kind of like almost trading in between the 21 day and the 200 daily EMA ribbons. As you can see, like this white ribbon right here and the blue ribbon down here, this is the 21 day and this is the 200 daily EMA. So we were trading in between it for quite some time. Then just like Ethereum, we fell under it, and we're seeing that double bottom bounce, the double bottom price structure forming, and on that same time that we're seeing that second bounce, we're seeing some sort of breakout here. So I wanted to keep my eye on that, because I thought that was really interesting. And then secondly, with VeChain, what I'm seeing, I'm looking currently at the VeChain to BTC chart, right here on the 1-day chart. So I saw some crazy stuff on this in the last few months because I was keeping my eye on it, because I saw VeChain was apparently outperforming a lot of altcoins. So if you look at this high right here for the VeChain to BTC chart, it was the high of July 9th, 2020. So last summer, we made a high on this chart. And once we went down, we actually fell through the green Ichimoku cloud on this daily chart. And when we fell through that green Ichimoku cloud, we also traded into this descending triangle, right? So the interesting thing about this chart is that once we broke out of that triangle, once we met the apex of that triangle and we broke out to the upside, first we broke out of the 21 daily EMA, the 200 daily EMA, and the cloud all at one time, and it formed this parabolic curve price structure, as you could see. And it sent us to a new all-time high in April 15th. We basically doubled our Satoshi value here. And then something that's really interesting is, yes, we went down like the rest of the market has been going down since April or May or so. However, where are we finding support? Well, we're literally finding support right here on this 200 daily EMA ribbon. And guess what, guys? This support level right here is a resistance level from last year that we couldn't break through. We never broke through. And if we could find support right here on this level of this 200 daily EMA ribbon, we are flipping that zone that was once resistance into a new support level for this market right here, guys. So I really thought that that's something to definitely keep your eye on, especially considering the strength of VeChain and the potential behind the project of, supply chain, smart contracts and all that. So it's just something that I've been keeping my eye on for the last few months, but
yeah, that's really great.
So we did have some interesting times last night. I think after we finished as well last night, we had quite a wick down. I think that's your boat in the background, is it?
Yeah, sorry, that's the ferry. I live right by the port, so you hear my ferry all the time.
Also, I would be very, very angry about 4 o'clock in the morning having to sleep with that, but I suppose you get used to it. It's like people that live under airports.
Did get used to it.
Yeah. We did have a week down. What was the lowest we went down to last night?
So I believe on the futures chart, it was around 28.7. But right here on this Coinbase chart that I'm looking at, I could just make a horizontal ray to that lowest wick.
Yeah. Interesting. We're still trying to find out what it wants to do. We should get our answers soon. We were speaking with a few people. I was having a chat with with Shy the other day as well, and he's definitely under the opinion in his mind that it's just one of those temperamental moments, but he's hoping that it will retract up. We will see.
Yeah. So
Yeah. There's always the case for a recovery, and I still think this is a mid-cycle correction. Obviously, we have to see how much how long it's gonna take, right, for us to actually recover. It could
Yeah.
take a month or 2 months, or we could just shoot straight up some resistance levels tomorrow. Who knows? And that's why I always say it's better for us to be trading in zones and in ranges, um, because uh, too much a look on the future is obviously good, but we gotta take small steps forward, right? And I think it's good for us to take one step at a time, look at a few ranges, retaking a few levels one at a time, and then eventually we are gonna recover. Hi, Kyle. I've just noticed you there.
Kyle,
We've got
hey
Carl here.
man.
Hi guys, how are you? So
How are you guys?
awesome. I think
Yeah,
he's okay.
but yeah, he says he has the bell set but no alert. Yeah, YouTube, man. Sometimes it does that, but it's all fine, man. Thank you
Yeah, you can
for
you
being
can
present.
you make sure that you follow us on Twitter, because we usually do send a tweet out as well just before. So if YouTube fails you with notifications, Twitter should back you up.
Exactly. Yeah. So as Sterling was saying, in bearish times like this, we see the 200 EMA being really relevant on a lot of time frames, right?
Yeah,
Both on the daily and on the 4 hour as well, for example. And talking about the 200 EMA, I have an interesting thing here that I saw on Twitter today, and this is a long time. This has been present a long time for a long time on BTC, and it's the 200-week moving average heat map. So this basically followed all the market tops. You see here the market from 2014 and then 2018 as well, the top from that bull market. And people were commenting something, which was every time there's red dots on this heat map, it basically signals a market top. And the case for people was that we are not even close to a red dot on this heat map. So this can potentially be a bullish signal. Um, we gotta always take information with some a little bit carefully, but this
yeah.
is obviously something to keep in mind. And yeah, so and we are seeing a lot of good things happening in South America as well, uh, uh, and Latin America has been making some moves with BTC. We saw some things going on in Peru, obviously El Salvador, and now Brazil as well, my country.
There you
For
go.
anyone who doesn't
Brazil.
know, yeah,
What's happening in Brazil, Mr. Groovy?
yeah. So we just had the first ETF for BTC being made in Brazil,
Nice.
and it's the first in Latin America as well. So we had a exchange from here, which is doing that. And I commented on Twitter earlier that actually South America are doing some great things with crypto, and it's potentially the start of something really great in the future, man. What do you guys think?
I
Yeah.
think it's interesting. I think it's very interesting. I think El Salvador really kicked out a sort of widening net in a way that other countries have looked at. But if Brazil comes up as well, you never know, they might start offering residency in return for Bitcoin.
We're gonna come see you in Brazil.
Yeah, we get our residency over there.
Exactly. Yeah, we are a little spread out now. I want you guys to come here.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's good weather. Good weather. You've got carnivals, haven't you? And
exactly. Yeah, parties and all the good things, man. So yeah, they were talking about it, and they say like we can see the market maturing in its search for safer and simpler Bitcoin exposure options, and the ETF is a landmark for both financial and crypto markets. And once it is the convergence point between them. And the Brazilian investor has now a regulated and robust choice to buy Bitcoin. So yeah, this can potentially have some results even in the price in the future. I think.
Wow.
Yeah, well, we definitely keep our eyes on that. I'm waiting to see a few more countries dip their feet in there, because once a few do it, it's like a domino effect. I would imagine a lot of other countries will think, well, if we don't do it, then we're going to lose out. So
yeah, exactly.
It'll be quite interesting to see what comes up. Have we got anything on ADA knocking around or anything like that? Or
yeah, I heard ADA was doing some partnerships earlier today. I heard they have a partnership with Ethereum protocol now, and people were talking about this. This is very exciting for ADA, and we're gonna have smart contracts coming on in a little less than 3 months. So that's gonna be huge as well for ADA. We're finally getting our smart contracts on the network. So for ADA, if we're gonna do a little technical analysis here, this is kind of a tough situation because we had a lot of different points of support here. But the first one that I immediately see when I open the chart is basically this one, this big area here. Let me draw a box, and this is $0.0403, something like that. So this basically this whole area right here. So we had touches on this area, as you guys can see, ADA, and we had this as well. So basically a lot of support here. And we are still getting so much demand on this area. You guys can see the wicks on this area here as well. It means that basically these wicks, they mean that people have been buying a lot from here, and so this is generally a very high demand level for ADA. So I don't believe we're gonna break this level anytime soon. But looking at resistance for ADA, obviously we have this area right here. So this would be something, as you guys can see, let me just clear this up here. And we have some major levels in this area. So this was support, and then both of these areas as well as resistance. So for a potential recovery for ADA, I would like to see we doing this move right here and retaking this level. This level, by the way, it's the $1.34, $1.35, this kind of range. So yeah, if we can retake these levels, then this is going to be very bullish for ADA, and I believe it's going to happen in the next 3 or 4 months from now.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very, very good. So I know, Mr. Groovy, you have a meeting starting very soon that you've got to run off to. and we have to cut, I think, tonight a little bit short. But I think we covered the major coins there. We got Ethereum, ADA. Has anyone else got anything that they want to add in before we disappear tonight a little earlier?
I just wanted to touch on a little bit about regulations real quick, just for a quick moment, because Gary Gensler, who is the new chairman of the SEC, he's been urging Congress to basically move to make new laws to protect investors, he says, and protect traders on exchanges where there could be price manipulation. And he pretty much, the gist of it is that he wants to also prevent illicit activities using cryptocurrency. But I just wanted to say, somebody like Gary Gensler is something really interesting to look at, because he's the new chairman of the SEC, and he was educated at MIT, and he was a professor at MIT, teaching many courses on blockchain and cryptography and these kind of fields, where he has a lot of information, he has a lot of knowledge on this subject. And he actually has even said in the past that it's almost impossible to ban Bitcoin. So don't try to ban it. It's impossible to ban peer-to-peer technology. I just think it's so interesting that, like, we're at this space in crypto. We are still above key support levels, and we have so many interesting figures in politics these days, like the mayor of Miami, who wants to turn his city into a Bitcoin capital. Then we have the El Salvador president. And we have countries all over the world, like the Ukrainian minister, who wants to use Bitcoin mining to smooth out fluctuations and power surges at nuclear reactors. And then you have this just this one news about China and their regulations. But guess what? China has been regulating. They're very much a strict country in terms of their governing, and it's bound to happen that China's going to want to regulate Bitcoin mining, because they're the biggest country in the world currently for Bitcoin mining. So, guys, don't believe the FUD. All I want to say is just, like, look at the positive news of all these political leaders and their refreshing view on cryptocurrency and the space and the industry itself.
And as time goes, sorry, Groovy, as time goes on, a lot of younger people will enter that spaces as well.
Exactly.
You do get natural political change as time goes on, and fresh ideas will come into the market as well. So it should change slowly, but we do have a lot of support going around. So that is a positive thing. I cut you off, Groovy. I'm so sorry. What did you want to say?
No, you're fine. I have something to add on that discussion as well, because obviously the crypto space, maybe we could be around for a while now, but obviously it's something new for a lot of governments and regulative institutions, right? So it's expected for them to act sometimes fearful. We see a lot of fear of what the crypto can bring to the whole financial space, on the UK, for example, on China, and obviously we need time for this kind of governments and people to actually know crypto a little better, and to actually be able to make smart regulations, because I don't think regulations are bad in essence. I think the way you regulate needs to be smart enough, and needs to be beneficial. Exactly, it needs to be responsible. Yeah.
Awesome.
Obviously, we had the news, obviously, with McAfee and all of the things involved with crypto as well. So it just brings out the discussion as well, right, for smart regulation. And I think it's just a matter of time. It's gonna reach a point where crypto and governments can work together, and that's gonna be really exciting, man.
I
Well,
think yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah,
Go ahead, Josh.
it has the ability to work together quite nicely. You know, if it is adopted, you know, even in terms of providing humanitarian aid around the world. You
Yes.
know, sending finances to a country that's had a natural disaster within, you know, 10 minutes, even quicker,
Exactly.
depending on what you're using, is huge, absolutely huge. So you know, there is collaboration with everything, but like with everything, you have good people that use it, you have a small number of bad people that use it, and when those bad people use it and that gets publicized, it is scary. But as more knowledge comes out about it, more education, more understanding, then people should be able to understand that it can coincide. You know, it's the same with the US dollar. You can go off and do bad things with the US dollar.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
there we go. So I think we are probably going to have to hop off tonight. A bit of a shorter stream than usual, but we will be back tomorrow. Any questions, drop them down below, and or tweet us. Basically, yeah, I think that's it. Anything else to add on to that, guys? Or
Yeah, thank you guys for showing up. Who watched? Kyle, thank you for the comments.
yeah,
I'm really glad. Yeah, you are participating with us. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you guys for the discussion as always. Really glad to be here and to be a part of this. And yeah, that's basically all from me as well.
Guys,
brilliant.
thank you so much. You know,
Okay,
I love sitting down and chatting with you guys anyways after work, so it's always a pleasure to
yeah,
join you guys. So, and on that, one more note, you know, governments around the world, they have a big responsibility to adopt crypto and learn the potential of it before they just throw away something that could change the world for the better. So, that's the last thing.
absolutely.
So,
So on that note, we shall say good evening to you guys and speak to you soon.
all right,
Thank you
take care,
guys.
guys. Have a great
No
night.
Bye bye.
worries.
Take care.
Bye bye.